Trump we are very concerned about.
Yeah, why would you be concerned about Trump?
Because he's stupid.
Stupid? How's he stupid?
How is he stupid?
Yeah, give me an example.
What he said about Clinton with guns and so.
What? Arming the ISIS and all?
No, there was he said something so that the people.
She was the founder of ISIS. Is that it?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he said he shoot Clinton, not directly but indirectly in a speech.
Oh, he
Last
did.
week or
That was taken completely out of context. And of course, when we look back upon Clinton, when she suggested that Kennedy get assassinated when she was running against him.
Okay.
Well, let's forget all about that because that's liberal saying it. That wasn't brought out.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's, yeah. But what else is stupid about Mr. Trump?
His behavior.
Behavior? How's his behavior?
And
What's his behavior? How's his behavior stupid?
You're very good in your rhetoric because you always ask me.
Well, you're the one making the claim. I want you to back it up.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you're a professor. You're supposed to be able to articulate things like this. So I'm asking you, as a professor, what has Trump done that you say is stupid?
What he said about a soldier who died in Iraq.
He didn't say anything about the soldier. What he said, and this, I watched the damn speech.
Yeah.
Did you? This is what he said about Khan. And do you know who Khan is? Khan works for the Clinton Foundation as a lawyer who specializes in bringing those who can afford it, Muslims, into our nation.
Okay.
All right? And he preaches Sharia law, which is totally against our Constitution.
Yes,
so let's get
correct.
who Khan is. So he used his son as a political tool.
Okay.
All right? Now,
So, yeah.
the only thing Trump mentioned was this. His wife was standing right beside him. All Trump said is, why didn't she say anything? That's all he said.
Yes.
Bringing right to the fact that Sharia law, the people that Merkel, the people that you liberals are bringing into Germany and destroying your culture, right?
No, not exactly. Not.
Oh no, they're not destroying your culture. So I guess all those murders that we're witnessing, all the the people getting beat up that we're seeing, I'm seeing this in the news. My eyes are lying to me.
No, it's a difficult situation.
A difficult situation. Why is it a difficult situation, Professor?
Because we don't know. What are you? Are you also a professor?
Oh, man. On the street, I have got a PhD in anything you want. I can run circles around you politically. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you. See, I'm looking at this. You've got a liberal Merkel who brought this in. Understand that we start the wars.
The management of Merkel was very bad. The communication.
I think she did exactly what she wanted to do.
Yes.
And she is just absolutely betraying the German people.
In Germany, it was a very bad management.
So
And
getting
this
back
is
to
one
Trump,
of the
getting back to
problems.
Trump,
Yeah.
what is it that you said Merkel was stupid bringing people in.
No, I said it was bad management.
Oh, bad
It's a
management.
Yes. There were people from.
Who's been held accountable?
What?
Who's been held accountable?
Who's been held accountable?
Yeah, for the bad management. If you
Yeah,
screw
Merkel.
up,
Merkel.
how's she been held accountable? Is she out of office?
Yes, yes, but she was bad.
Oh, she's bad.
It was bad management.
Bad management.
Yeah.
She's still in power.
Yes.
Okay, so how was she punished?
But next year we have
Election.
election, correct? Yeah. And we don't know.
Well, this year we got a choice between Clinton, who would be Merkel for us.
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
You. that people think Clinton is the same as Merkel. Yeah. Yeah.
Or a man who says, let's make some sense out of this. Let's stop who's coming in, look who's coming in,
Yeah.
and allow learned people, professors to come in, and engineers and
I never
doctors,
say that.
but not people that are practicing Sharia law, who preach Sharia law, who enact the principles of Sharia law upon the people they go into. They're not going to assimilate into your culture. They hate you. They used to invade you. You used to
Not
fight
all,
back.
not all. I live in a district where we have people, Muslims, and on the other side, just Germans.
Yeah.
And it works.
Until they take over.
I don't know.
Oh no? Really? Gee, then those exclusion areas that are in
Nobody
Greece,
knows-
Paris,
nobody-
Italy, France, Germany, where you can't go in, and they have Sharia police going around telling you, cover yourself.
No, not in Germany.
Or, oh no, not in Germany? Oh no, so they didn't enact. I didn't see the article last week. Where, was it France? I think it was in Germany. Might have been France though. But they've got the same problem. They did the same thing. Their leaders did the same exact thing. More bad management. It's a plan. It's a plan to bring down Western civilization. Let me wise you up, Professor. This was a plan. Merkel, Hammond, all of them were in it. They want to destroy it. Are you familiar with the Bilderberg group?
Build what?
The Bilderberg group.
Bilderberg. No. I don't
Oh,
know
you
the
should
Bilderberg.
be, because they started in Austria in 1954. You met at the Bilderberg Hotel,
Yeah.
and that's why they're called that. It's the top 120 movers and shakers in the world, right?
Yeah.
CEOs, kings, princes,
Yeah.
you name it, right? They meet in secret once a year, different locations, every fourth year in the United States. This is the first year in a long time they've done that. They met in where was it? In Austria. I think they met back at the Bilderberg. But it was in July. They met in July. They meet for 4 days. They say who's going to be king, who's going to be prime minister, who's going to be president. They pick them. They pick the wars.
Yeah.
They say who's going to live and who's going to die and what kind of governments we're going to have. And the whole plan of that they've been going along for all along. If you want to read the books, they spell it out to you. Professor Carol Quigley wrote it. It's called Tragedy and Hope. It's a 1,500-page blueprint on how they're going to destroy the Western cultures. And what it does, it follows Albert Pike's precepts, who started the Masons and the Illuminati. He predicted in World War I, II, and III for the ruling elites, for the Bilderbergs. And he said this, World War III will be fought using the Islamic State to bring down Western civilization. We will start brush fire wars, creating refugees, open up our borders to those refugees, allow them to come in to kill us, to destroy our culture. They want to do this so they can bring down Western civilization.
But who are us? Who are
The people, they want to bring down everybody. They want to put us in chains.
the whites, the blacks?
Because it's the same thing that Hitler wanted. It is what every tyrant in the world has ever wanted. A one world government. They have to destroy sovereign nations. They have to bring them down. That's why all these free trade agreements, the EU, the TPP, what do they do for economic blocks that we no longer are in control of? Are you catching all this?
Yes, in
So,
Germany we are
yeah,
very,
so you're no longer in control of your economy. If they control your economy, they control you. So it all goes back to the central banks and the controlling elites in the Bilderberg, right? And they bought Merkel off. They bought all of our presidents off. They bought this guy off. And the only one standing in the way right now is Donald Trump. You know why? He never joined their secret societies. He didn't become part of that. He's on to his own, and he's seeing this country being destroyed by these globalists who took us over 100 years ago. when they signed the Federal Reserve Bank into place and got a hold of our money system. So look this up. Look what you're talking about. Look what they're feeding you. These guys lie. They lie. Every last one. There's a famous journalist. As a matter of fact, I got to go. He's German. You'll know who he is. I got him on the screen back here. If you like to watch him, he's your, like, you know.
He's not my nephew.
Yeah, he kind of looks like you, really. You look like it. You look like it. But he's a very famous journalist all over Europe, but he writes in Germany, right? He quit, got on RT, and for 20 minutes, this is what he said. For 25 years, I have been lying to you. And he goes on for 20 minutes, bringing up all the cases where he would sign his name to reports, articles, the CIA wrote.
Yes, they're right.
Okay?
Yes.
So they lied to you. So when all these guys are pumping out this propaganda right now, Trump is a maniac. Trump is crazy. Yeah, he's crazy, you're right, because he's going up against the most powerful people in the world. He's going up the people that wanted to have Hitler in there.
And there's another thing with how we act with nuclear bombs, and so he said something. Hey, why? I read it in German that he said, why don't we throw atomic bombs on IS? I think it's wrong.
Right now, we are closer now to nuclear war than we have ever been in our lives.
Because the Russians don't save them.
Well, it's because this son of a bitch, what we got here, has done away with MAD. He's now deploying nuclear weapons all over the damn place, surrounding, in the Crimea, surrounding Russia. They're just reacting. You understand? We've got bases, 700 bases all over the world, military bases. Russia's got 3. So who's the aggressor here? I mean, come on, Professor.
Hey, I have noticed this. I'm not prepared for this discussion.
Well, you are now.
Yes.
You've just been informed. You've got some information you didn't have before, and I'm a wealth of it. I got a lot more than that.
I'm critical all about. I'm also critical on Michael and Putin and so on.
As you should be as an academic. I mean, that's just natural.
Yes.
But when you start coming, because we're all believing, but if you want to take over a country, and Hitler had the blueprint on this. So if you want to take over a country, and so did the Soviets, if you want to take over a country, the first thing you do is take over the educational system. Then you breed about 3 generations into your ideology, and you've got it done. You can beat them from the inside. And that's what's happened in Germany. And that's what's happened here. Our educational system has been completely controlled by the government for generations now. So we're breeding not educated, but we're breeding...
Task of the government, education.
No, they're indoctrinating. There's a difference between education and indoctrination. I spoke to teachers all summer long here, and the first question I'd ask them is, how are you getting around the government regulations to actually teach your kids? You can go to my YouTube channel and see their answers. They laugh. They say, normally we just tell them what they want to hear, then we go do what needs to be done. But all we do is test the kids now. They don't learn anything, we just test them. So when you're in it, you can't see it. You might be so far in it, you can't see it. It's compartmentalization. Yeah. You have to get outside the box to see it.
Yes, correct.
I beg you to go look up the Bilderberg group. You know how it's spelled.
Yes. Okay.
Just like it sounds. Look up the Bilderberg group. Let me give you something else to look up. This is a guy who has a radio program. Quite famous. Infowars.com.
Infowars.com. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Enjoy.